Truck drivers in Mpumalanga have partially closed the N17 between Warburton and Ermelo. The N12 or N2 between Ermelo and Mkhondo has also been affected, but police are on the scene monitoring the situation. And speaking of the police, we can speak to their spokesperson in Mpumalanga, Tlati, joining us by phone from Middelburg this afternoon with the latest. Afternoon to you, Colonel Tlati. So what is the extent of disruption along those two routes?
Afternoon, Tembegile. Well, it started from Friday, this issue that truck drivers decided to park their trucks alongside the road on currently is now on the N2, that is now between Beatrice and Ermelo, and stopped, many trucks. We're speaking here over 100 trucks that have been stopped already. And we know that when we speak about trucks, we speak about the economy of the country. They are complaining about, that companies are hiring foreign drivers. But we find it very much uncalled for, because if you feel that you are not satisfied with anything, deal that with your employer than to stop others that want to utilize the road or want to continue with their work. Well, I can also safely mention that the Provincial Commissioner of the Police in Mpumalanga, Lieutenant General Zuma, as well as the MEC for the Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison, Chabalala, went to the place and they are busy diffusing the situation so that, the road can be used, even though it is accessible, but it is a disturbance that, find people parking the trucks on the side of the road.
You say, Mr. Tlati, that attempts are being made to defuse the situation, but as you've said now, it's been going on since Friday. Why have you been unable to bring it to a stop 2 days later?
Yeah, you see, when you deal with this type of a situation, you need to be very much careful. We don't want to cause chaos, as them too are not violent, but they are working with us. Like I've said, that the road is accessible. However, we want the economy to move smoothly. Hence now, there is cargo that is, stopped there. So we want to diffuse this situation for the cargo to continue to go in places where it was supposed to go. So, but well, on the side of violence, they are not. So negotiations have started then, and up until today, that's a continuation of from Friday up until now. But we believe that we will definitely, at the end of the day, reach an amicable solution.
So in these discussions that you're having with these people, locals who are upset at the employment of foreign drivers in the freight industry in that part of the country, why are they not taking their issue directly to the management of the trucking companies instead of disrupting drivers?
I think I am in accord with you. Hence, and earlier on, I mentioned that I believe that if you've got a problem with a particular employer, you need to take your issue up with your relevant employers than, to stop the road and stop other trucks from moving freely and continue with their jobs. Some of the truck drivers even ran away and left their trucks idling. And we are just happy that we've got the keys with us. And this is actually the point that we are busy with the community to say, look, not necessarily the community, I mean the truck drivers, to say, look, if ever you have got a problem, take this issue up with your relevant employers. But to stop others from continuing with their journeys or to continue with their jobs, that is tantamount to criminal elements, because it is wrong to do that. Hence now, the top management of the police as well as the MEC are there, all of them, giving each other solidarity to diffuse the situation so that at the end of the day, we are going to circumvent the problem.
So what are the trucking companies in Mpumalanga, Mr. Tlati, themselves saying? Because if this emanates from their processes in employing people, it mirrors the situation such as what we see on the N3 to KZN, for example. So surely the trucking companies should also be part of these discussions to find a solution.
If you can remember correctly, Tembegile, some time ago, the Minister of Police, the Premier of KZN, and other relevant officials met and discussed this issue. It's not only a Mpumalanga issue, which of course I don't want to tap into the employers themselves as to why are they doing this. I think there are relevant departments that can take this matter on. However, on our side as a police, we make sure that we bring safety. And this is what we are doing currently. But I believe that government is on top of the situation, and this problem will definitely come to an end sooner or later.
All right, Tlati, spokesperson for the police in Mpumalanga for now. Thank you.